many Republican delegates to vote for the winner of their state's primary or caucus at the convention. In an internal memo obtained by CNN today, the RNC is calling the lawsuit, quote, frivolous. Paul stopped active campaigning, but he and his delegates are still hoping to influence the convention at the end of August in Tampa. Congressman Paul is joining us once again from Capitol Hill. What's your reaction to this lawsuit, Congressman?
Well, I've heard a little bit about it, but it's not part of our campaign. There certainly have been times when we felt like we came up short in the process, but not extremely so, and it hasn't ever motivated me to file a lawsuit. But, you know, at times when we've been pushed around, it's because the other side hasn't followed the rules, you know, and they closed down conventions for us, and they've done things to try to prevent us. But that has not motivated me to file a lawsuit.
Are you okay just being associated with some of your supporters who have filed this lawsuit?
Am I associated with them?
No, are you okay being associated because these are all your supporters who have actually filed the lawsuit?
Well, if they have a legitimate argument that they can make and that's what they want to do, I'm not going to say don't do it. If they ask my advice, I'm going to say don't. I didn't motivate them to do it. But sometimes they do. I mean, sometimes they're in the States. There's been times when, you know, I want people to act dignified and not try to cause a ruckus and break down, you know, and disrupt things. But at the same time, I tell them, you don't have to get pushed around. If they're not following the rules, you have a right to stand up to the rules. And I think for the most part, these winning caucuses that we've been involved in, we have followed the rules, and the other side has at times not followed the rules.
But I assume you've reconciled yourself with the fact that Romney will be your party's nominee.
Well, it looks like he has the delegates, yes, but he doesn't have the control of the hearts and the minds of the people. And right now, a lot of delegates who are pledged to vote for Romney are actually very strong supporters of ours and will be strongly supporting us when we want to put things into the platform and say, hey, we don't need another war. Yes, we do need to audit the Federal Reserve. Yes, we ought to really cut spending. So there's going to be a lot more support there than the delegate count indicates. There'll be support for our cause of liberty and for what we've been doing for a good many years.
Your son, Senator Rand Paul, has endorsed Romney. I take it you're not yet ready yourself to endorse Romney, are you?
No. Not ready.
You're not ready?
No way.
When you say no way, what's stopping you? Because you obviously appreciate the fact he's going to have 1,144 delegates that will put him over the top.
Well, what's it going to achieve? I think it's legitimate for us to continue to debate. I know they don't want the debate at the convention. Everything has to be smooth and proper. But, you know, I help pay for the convention because the taxpayers pay Republicans $18+ million, and Obama gets $18+ million to have these grand parties. I think we should be serious and discuss differences. And it used to be that we would go. The last time I actually went and attended the convention, we didn't even know who the nominee would be, and that was in 1976 when Reagan was challenging Ford. I mean, they used to mean something, and right now I'd like to have these conventions mean something and continue to debate and decide what we as a party actually believe in.
Are you ready to say that Mitt Romney won this nomination fair and square?
Won what?
Won the Republican presidential nomination. Has Mitt Romney won the Republican presidential nomination fair and square?
Well, I have no reason to say that he cheated. No, I don't have that. All I know is that various factions in the party, which is something that has been rather well known throughout history, is that people will do certain things to make their party look better. But as far as saying that he's done something unfairly, no, I'm not saying that.
Have you been in touch with him or his folks about a role for you at the convention?
Not me personally. Maybe staff have indirectly, but no. And I'm not expecting a whole lot to happen there because, you know, we had to have, we had to have more delegates to say that we had to have, you know, time for speeches and that sort of thing. So, no, it hasn't been resolved. They haven't turned us down. We haven't made any requests, and a little bit more time might solve all those questions.
Well, a lot of us will be watching to see, Congressman, if you get a primetime speaking venue at the Republican convention. That would be significant. I assume you agree.
I think so. I think that I would probably take care of the opportunity if I could give my speech.
Hey, Congressman, as usual, thanks very much for coming in.
Thank you.